Coming up right now, we've got, Kelly Rittenauer went down to Jackson. They had a special legislative session. She was able to get down there and do some exploring, and she's got a report. Kelly?
Steve, Renee, while in Jackson for Delta Legislative Day, I caught up with elected officials about where they stand on issues we face today in the Delta. Senator Derek Simmons isn't shy about where he comes from.
Well, I'm from Greenville. Okay.
And although he says that with sincere pride, he says there is room for improvement, which is why he proposed a bill to expand Medicaid.
If we expand Medicaid in this great state, we will provide health care access and coverage for an additional 300,000 Mississippians, and we will create about 9,000 jobs.
However, his bill wasn't backed by enough support.
It was introduced, and it actually died in committee.
But he isn't giving up the fight just yet.
Hopefully there's a vehicle alive that we could actually amend on the floor to try to include Medicaid expansion.
Of course, expanding Medicaid isn't the only controversial subject being discussed at the Capitol.
We're trying to get more jobs in our area and do better things for our local businesses. So there are things we ask the legislature for. We ask them to help fund Mississippi Development Authority and fund projects like trying to finish the bypass around Greenville. So we've always got a list of things we want.
The biggest piece of legislation that's being discussed right now is a criminal justice and correction bill. Both parties, the Democratic Party as well as the Republican Party, have looked at ways to try to cut costs with the Mississippi Department of Corrections. We basically have generated a savings, if the proposed legislation becomes law, that we can actually see in the future years of about $266 million of savings.
One of the pieces of legislation being discussed here that could affect the Delta is consolidating schools. And this is something that Senator Simmons says he does not support.
I am philosophically opposed with consolidation. We don't want to do anything that's going to hurt kids. And so when you start consolidating and you take away resources from our public education system, a system that is already deficient in funding, certainly you have a chance of not providing the best services to kids.
One bill he does support, the Farm Bill.
It's good for Mississippi. It's good for the Mississippi Delta, our farmers. Basically, there's provisions in there that will protect our farmers. And from my understanding of the Farm Bill, in the state of Mississippi, no one actually will be cut regarding food stamps.
At the end of the day, Simmons says he has one message for the people at home.
I love the Mississippi Delta, and I'm down here at the state capitol fighting for you.
Now, there are some bills alive regarding consolidating school districts. Bills pending in the Senate would merge school districts in Greenwood and Leflore County, Winona and Montgomery County, and Claiborne and Jefferson counties. Bills in the House would merge districts in Durant and Holmes County and Clarksdale and Coahoma County. At this time, we don't know when these bills will move to the full House or Senate for more debate, but as soon as any new information becomes available, we will pass it along to you. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Kelly Rittenauer. Steve, Renee, back to you.